Good morning, friends. I hope you guys are well. As you can see, I am in some super cozy Christmas jammies because today is all about staying cozy because I am going to share with you the ultimate 2025 new holiday decor video so that you don't have to go to the stores. You can see it in my video and then shop online in your warm, cozy pajamas. So here's the plan. I told you last video when we went thrifting together, which if you missed that video, I will link it in the video description box for you. But I've seen a ton of Target Christmas decor hauls. I've seen a bunch of Walmart. So I want to show you the stores that I'm not really seeing out there. So we're going to go to Aldi, Kirkland's, and 2 Dollar Trees together. And I will share everything that I find for the holiday season. Then we're going to head home and I'm going to share my ultimate haul with you. So I'll share it from all of those stores, plus Target, plus Walmart, plus Amazon, and Hobby Lobby. So truly the ultimate 2025 Christmas decor video. If you're new, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and stick around. Let's get started. As we head into Dollar Tree, let's talk shop for a minute because I respect your time. So I wanted to let you guys know how I have this video organized. I will include timestamps, so I will put exactly which store I am at which part of the video. I'll also share at the end my haul and stores for that, so you can click on the different sections if you came just to find out what's at Target or what's at Walmart or Dollar Tree, so you can look exactly where you want to watch in this video and skip ahead if you need to. Also, anything that I can link, I will put in the video description box for you. Target and Walmart will be up above in the video description box with pictures. So if you're curious about prices, I try to show them in the shopping part. But if it's hard to see one, just know when you click on that link, you'll be able to see the price of everything. All right, let's get into Dollar Tree. They wowed me. The first Dollar Tree that I went to didn't have as much Christmas. I could tell that they were just starting to put it out, and that's why I ended up taking you to a second Dollar Tree. But what I noticed about this first one is they now have the $5, $6, $7 section, whereas I didn't have that before at the one that I am at. But they did start to have a lot of ornaments, which is exciting. So an idea for you guys, I like to grab their bell ornaments and I use them as embellishments for gifts. So if I do some baking for a neighbor with the little tag, I'll add a gold bell to it. I think it's just fun to add those to presents and it just gives it a little bit of a higher end look. I also do that with ornaments. So Dollar Tree is perfect to get those little embellishments to add to all of your holiday gifts. It truly feels like Dollar Tree has more ornaments this year than they ever have before. I was very impressed by these larger bell ornaments. They are going to be more than $1.50. I believe they are $5 each. I've noticed that the prices that are more than $1.50, they're handwritten on a lot of my tags. Let me know if your Dollar Tree is like that. I feel like the higher prices are kind of a newish thing for Dollar Tree. I loved these gold snowflake ornaments. They also had them in red, and I'll show that to you because they have a gold glitter on them, and I love red and gold together. I think it is just such a beautiful combination. And then I also really liked the red ornaments with the simple white trees on them. I mean, A+ Dollar Tree. I thought these were beautiful. If you have a really tall tree at home and you go for larger ornaments, I'm trying to show you a size comparison with my hand. These ornaments were huge, and I love the look of the matte ornament. I think it just tends to look a little bit nicer, but the glitter is always so fun because then it kind of shines off the twinkle of your lights on your Christmas tree. But it was ornaments galore there. I loved that little snowman. Snowmen are like some of my favorite holiday decor pieces. And I thought these were cute if you want to do a grandparent's gift or have just an ornament with your kids' pictures on them. These candy canes I thought were super fun as well. And then I saw all of this section with the arts and crafts. I forget how amazing Dollar Tree is for arts and crafts. If you're a room parent or your kids are in preschool and you're going in to help out with just a holiday craft for your class, go to Dollar Tree. If you're a teacher, go to Dollar Tree. There's so many possibilities for all of those. And also just doing arts and crafts for grandparents are always a nice holiday gift or family members. And then I loved these soaps for $1.50. The Santa one was my favorite, but I thought the gingerbread was super cute too. If you like to decorate your kids' bedrooms for Christmas, I loved these little tinsel houses, and they had a stocking. There was a penguin, there was a Santa hat. It's just simple little pieces that you can add to your kids' room or their bathroom that truly will just bring them so much joy. Even those tweens and teens like to see these little decor pieces. Trust me, and we will be decorating all the rooms in my home on this channel. So if you are new, hit that subscribe button because I'm going to share so many ideas as we decorate my house top to bottom this holiday season. I also wanted to show you they have just the empty ornaments where you can kind of do your own DIYs. I love all the items for DIYs from Dollar Tree. There's more of those ornaments that you can kind of customize and put your kids' pictures in them, but so many different crafting items. I've done a DIY on this channel before with these exact wooden snowflakes. I spray painted them gold and white, and we made a garland. They also have Christmas trees, and what's nice is the hole is already put in the top of the shape, so it's an easy, fun DIY. And oh my gosh, the bottle brush trees. They had so many options. I love the tiered edge of the bottle brush trees. I've used those in the past as well. And then just more fun arts and crafts. If you have younger kids that love to just draw and color and paint things, there's so many possibilities for only $1.50. Load up for the holiday season. I've done these ornaments as well where you let the kids paint them and let them dry. You can seal them with a Mod Podge spray and things like that, and you can give those as gifts. So many fun ideas from Dollar Tree this year. I wanted to share these containers because if you like to do gift baskets for friends or neighbors, I thought those were beautiful with the red and gold and the green and gold, and just lots of options for baskets. And you could put some tissue in there or some crinkle paper, and it would just be so cute. And then I got distracted by all the candles. I'm a huge candle girl, but the lantern for only $3. Now it's a very lightweight metal lantern, but oh my gosh, the possibilities with DIYs for that. You could put a ribbon on it. And then we headed over to the other Dollar Tree, and this one was loaded up with Christmas. So much Christmas. We hit the jackpot here. I loved this wrapping paper. I ended up, spoiler alert, as you see me put it in my cart, I ended up getting a couple rolls of it because it's just so cute. I love the craft paper look of certain wrapping papers, and so I wanted that one. They had the Christmas Story, all the nostalgic things, Charlie Brown, and it was really tall wrapping paper, so you can wrap kind of those larger boxes with it. So I was excited to find that. And then just these simple little tins for $1.50 for gifts to put fudge in there or cookies, teacher gifts. I just love getting things like this from Dollar Tree for all the different gift options. And they had some cute little things like if you're going to a tacky party, they had the light up nose or the sequin tie or like the crazy skirts. And then also, speaking of class parties we talked about earlier, I've gotten these erasers in the past as little gifts for class parties. They're perfect if you want to do a holiday party with kids involved and having little favors. There's just a lot of options there. Some molds if you like to do some baking. And then I also really liked this Santa hat chair cover. If your kids have a desk or a vanity in their room and you're decorating their room, I thought that would be really cute to add that. They had so many different hosting platters, and then they had those little Santa cups that I showed you guys, and then just a snowflake one, which I thought is good, and then more bottle brush trees. If you need a bottle brush tree, go to Dollar Tree. They're like 3 or 4 times the cost. If you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or really anywhere, $1.50 is where it's at for these bottle brush trees. Now they're all kind of the same size. I'll show you later in this video. They have bigger ones for more money, but I was also super impressed by their ribbon selection. They had so many different ribbons to choose from, and I love to load up because again, when you're giving gifts, it's just fun to add a pretty ribbon to it. And if you go to to the other craft stores, you're going to be paying 2 to 3 times more for some ribbons. So head to Dollar Tree for all of that. I'm trying to not repeat and show you all the same stuff from the first Dollar Tree, but I did want to share that they had different colors for those bells. So they had the silver and the red and the green as well in different sizes. And so I love to add those to gifts. I also think they're beautiful for little ornaments on your tree. So if you want the different color variety, I thought this bell pick was super cute. They had so many holiday florals at this Dollar Tree, which was so fun. Truly any type of floral that you could want. These are fun to add to garlands. They're fun to put on your banister at home, on your mantle. There's just so many possibilities. You can put them in a vase. And I love the pine cone with the greenery. I think that always just looks beautiful. And now we're moving on to, I don't even know what to call it, the upscale part of Dollar Tree where everything is more than $1. So these washcloths I thought were a steal for $4 because these looked like really good quality and they were so cute. And so they had a Christmas theme set for $4, but then they also had a winter one that you could use for November, December, January, February, and so more longevity with those. Then they had these beautiful faux book stacks that had these really pretty scenes on them. I loved the Merry and Bright one. And then some more like upscale soap dispensers than the ones that we found for $1.50. I still like the $1.50 ones, but I thought those were beautiful too. A little vintage countdown calendar, some trees. I loved the gold bottom of the one on the right. I thought it looked really nice. And then they had a bunch of signs to choose from, really big signs actually. These always look so good on your porch, but I was also thinking just next to your fireplace or on a back porch. Those signs are so fun. They had garlands too. And the garlands were only $3. So I was very impressed by those, but they had so much in their more expensive section. And maybe my Dollar Trees are just late to the game and these $5, $6 items have been around for a while. Let me know in the comments if your Dollar Tree has always had the more expensive area, but they had wreaths and oh my gosh, these big velvet puffy bows are so on trend to this year. I don't tend to follow trends, but I do think they're really fun to put at the top of your tree or you can hang them up on a door, but they had so many options with like a disco look and a glitter look and the fuzzy look. And they also had a ton of nutcrackers and just the poinsettias, the wood trees. I loved these wood trees as just a blank canvas for a DIY. If you have a Cricut, you could put your family's last name on there with some vinyl. You could just put like a Merry Christmas or Ho Ho Ho. There's just a lot of possibilities when you have that blank slate, and I loved it. I finally found what I was looking for, which is their hot cocoa section. I truly went in with the intention of finding things for our hot cocoa bar for the holiday season. I didn't find all the fun marshmallows and peppermint spoons that they tend to have, but they hadn't put them out yet, but they do have some really pretty cups if you're looking for those. For anybody unfamiliar with Aldi, it's actually a grocery store, but they have the best Aldi finds where they have HomeGoods, home decor, and they definitely don't disappoint when it comes to their seasonal decor. Their groceries are actually a very affordable price as well. I love to get produce from Aldi. But anyway, back to holiday decor. They had just stocked their shelves because they had everything. I was so excited. These little gingerbread, really a whole gingerbread connection. So they had measuring cups, they had measuring spoons, they had little sugar holders with a spoon hanging out of it. I loved every bit of all the Aldi decor, and as you can see, $5.77 for each of those pieces is just such a good price when you compare it to other stores. They had the pre-made bows, and I love that they had the more pastel theme as well. If you're somebody who likes to do a gingerbread theme or like a candy land type of theme to your holiday decor, they had bottle brush trees that match that theme. So lots of options with that. The biggest thing I was excited about was their cookie jar. I had been seeing some spoilers about that and I was hoping to find it. The gingerbread one, they are huge. I'm trying to show you perspective with my hand. And they had a pink one and lavender. Lavender was a big color with their theme. They'd incorporated that with a lot of their gingerbread houses, which I thought was fun and unique. These candles with the snow globes were so pretty. They had them in the traditional with the green tree. They had a pink themed one. And then again with the lavender, they had a lavender themed one. And then they also had snow globes. There's something just so nostalgic and magical about a snow globe, in my opinion. I absolutely love them. It's hard for me to not flip it over every time I'm in the vicinity of one. But they had some really cute garland as well. They had the silver sparkly snowflake garland. They had a bunch of different sparkly bow garlands. They had red, they had pink, they had gold. Just keep in mind that it is glitter, so I'm guessing it's going to leave a little bit of glitter behind when you hang it up, but it was sparkly and absolutely beautiful. They had a bunch of different twinkling lights options as well, and for $2.99, that's a really good price because I typically buy mine on Amazon. They had more candles. I wanted to kind of show you guys the different scents of them. I couldn't smell them because they were closed and I didn't want to try to take them apart in the store, but they had so many different smells and candles. I thought about the pink one for Rory's room, but I knew I wouldn't light a candle in Rory's room, but I was very tempted. There were a ton of blanket options. I love these Sherpa ones because they're a little bit thicker and they were $10 and I thought that was a really good price. They had about 4 or 5 different patterns. If you like to go more neutral, they had the gray one. They also had a navy blue one with just white snowflakes. I loved the Christmas house one and the tree. And what's nice about the snowflake one is you can use that for the next couple of months. It's not just a Christmas item. They do have thinner blankets that I believe were $5, and I apologize. I thought I was filming when I looked at them. Apparently I left that out, but they had really cute ones. They tended, I felt like they were more for Rory's room. They had a bunch of like pink bow ones, pink candy cane ones, but they were really, really cute. So I will link those as well. And then these houses, something about lights and glitter and glass. It just feels, it's like a snow globe to me, so it has just that magic of the season. I thought they were absolutely beautiful. There's also an angel and a nutcracker behind those that light up. And then here's me trying to be stealth and film, and then this woman came up behind me, and then I got nervous and just pretended I wasn't filming. I was hoping to, and then she came back. So I like to keep it in to show you guys. I still get nervous when I film in stores. I don't know. I just feel like somebody's going to come up and yell at me. So I wanted to keep that part in there to show you guys that there are truly people all around me, and I'm trying to be discreet as I film this shop with me video. I love this one. It's my favorite. This is a must. We're now going into Kirkland's, and I was immediately just wowed by Kirkland's. One of my favorite things besides snowmen for the holiday season are just a simple green Christmas tree. I don't know, there's just something about it that always draws me in. And they have an entire line of just kitchenware and dining for green trees. I'm waiting until they go on sale more. I'd have to go back and look. I think the sign said 25% off. There was either 25% off or 30% off, all full price. There we go, 25% off all regular priced items. So they're on sale, but I also know Kirkland's is good about doing a 40% off or a 50% off closer to Thanksgiving. And so I'm going to wait, and I might go back and just purchase a bunch of this because it is truly just my ideal decor piece. I love it. And then I thought these I guess I would call them plate chargers. They're going underneath the plates as a decor piece, but I just thought they were beautiful and simple, which is just how I love my decor this time of year especially. And then the ornaments. Oh my gosh, if you need big ornaments, they're going to be more expensive than we found at Dollar Tree, but they are so beautiful. They had all the velvet ornaments, and truly wait a little bit. If it just says 25% off right now, if you go to Kirkland's or look online, give it a little bit of time. I know that they go 40 to 50% off closer to Thanksgiving, so maybe make a little cart and save it. But they definitely had a ton of really large ornaments. If you decorate a tree outside in your yard, these are great ornaments for that. Or if you just have a really big Christmas tree in your home. Ours is 7.5 feet, so at my tall height of 5'2", that feels very tall, but I know that they make them a lot bigger than 7.5 feet. And here are some more blankets. Kirkland's never disappoints me with their adorable blankets that they have. And then they had just some little, I could tell that they still had some shelves that they were going to be filling, but I loved this Santa Claus. I don't know, something about him going in and out of the present just kind of drew me in, and I had to sit and just watch him for a little bit. It's just one of those nostalgic decorative pieces. I feel like when you have that fun little Santa, if you have younger kids, I think that type of decor is just so fun for them to experience. This pillow, I mean, I told you guys, simple Christmas trees and the color green, that's my style. So obviously this one drew me in, and I thought it looked really pretty with that Christmas plaid pillow behind it. Again, traditional. That's what I love. Give me all the red and the green for the holiday season. And I just thought that was such a cute combo. tree collar that I saw online that I was looking for that I didn't see in the tree collar section. It had a scalloped edge to it, but I wanted to show you these. The gold one's beautiful. I thought the pink one was so much fun. I immediately thought about Rory's room, but they were still pretty pricey, so I'm going to kind of watch them. I think the pink one was around $60, not on sale. And then I wanted to show you all of their different holiday pillows. They had such cute ones. I love the gingerbread girl with her little bow, and then even just this ornament pillow that says ho ho ho, just so cute. Nothing beats burning a real candle. It is just so peaceful and calming, but I cannot trust myself to remember to blow out candles, so I always get battery operated ones. And I also love because you can set a timer on them, and so then all of your candles and lights come on at the same time every single day. It's just really convenient and nice, and it saves time. So they had a ton of battery operated candlestick candles, and they're just so cute. I loved the one that had the nutcrackers on them. They had a lot of nutcracker themed items in Kirkland, so if that is your decor style, you definitely want to check them out. I was so excited because shoved randomly underneath this display was the tree collar that I was looking for. It just wasn't with all the other tree collars. I think this is so cute, but I'm gonna wait. It was $60 and not on sale. I think, again, it was 25% off, but I'm gonna wait till it goes off 40% or 50% off. But I think it is so beautiful. I love a scalloped edge. Let me know what you think of it. And then I just wanted to share with you, they had a couple more of their velvet ornaments and things in the back of the store. So don't forget, if you go into a Kirkland's, venture into the back area. That's also where they have just all of their like non-season specific decor. So they have a bunch of candlesticks back there and just fun home decor pieces that you wouldn't typically find. They have a lot of lanterns and like hurricane glass candle holders. And so always make sure you venture into the back part of Kirkland's. And these nutcrackers are definitely an item I plan on getting when they go on sale more. I loved the gold. It was like a matte gold, but it still had this beautiful shimmer to it. And I mean, even not on sale, they were a very nice price, and I love the different tiered sizes of them. But I'm going to wait a little bit to get those, but I absolutely love them. And this is the back part of the store that I'm talking about. I thought those were really pretty candlestick holders. And then they also had a bunch of bow stuff back here. So I think they did kind of sprinkle in some holiday decor because they had the candlesticks that are the gold bows that I was sharing with you guys earlier. And these typically are priced pretty affordable, and they also tend to go on clearance. So their back section, there's always a nice little clearance area. And then this is all the gold that I was talking about where they had the candlesticks. I loved this little coat rack. I pictured that in Rory's room. I thought that would be really sweet. And then I actually own those gold candlesticks, and I'm very tempted with that gold bow one. If you're hosting something for the holiday season, I loved these paper placemats. They were a really good price, and I thought it was fun that they're disposable. So if you're hosting somewhere outside of your home, they're easy to bring with you and just add a little decorative feature, but they'll also be beautiful in your home. They had just a lot of fun stuff in their kitchen area. I loved this bow spoon rest. I'm kind of having a little buyer's remorse that I didn't get that because I thought that would be so cute in the kitchen. And then they had more of the nutcracker. They had this mug that I thought was so cute, and it's huge. It is a big mug, so if you like a massive cup of coffee in the morning like me, that's a good size for you. And then just like the green Christmas tree, they had a whole nutcracker theme for some kitchenware. They had some big bowls, they had a cookie jar, they had plates, which I thought were so sweet because they have this red scalloped edge to them. And if you can catch that on a good sale, right now full price, I believe they were $10. Yeah, $10 each. So give it a little bit, catch that on a good sale, and you could get a whole set of those for a pretty affordable price. They're so sweet. And then there's the cookie jar that I saw. Absolutely love it. If you like to bake cookies during the holiday season and give them as gifts, I thought these little charger plates were super cute to just set your table with first and foremost, but also to put the cookies on and give away as a gift, because for $16.99, you get 4 plates, and then imagine that 50% off. I mean, that would be a really good price for a really nice plate to give to somebody as a gift with some nice cookies on top or some fudge or even a little sweet cake. Okay, I had to set the scene on my TV. This is just the best Christmas background. Go on YouTube on your TV and just search like Christmas scenes, things like that, and you can get hours of just the coziest footage you could ever imagine. Okay, first store for the haul that I want to start with is Aldi. I went on October 22nd to Aldi, as I talked to you guys about in my last video, because word on the street was that was the day that they were going to put out all of their new holiday decor. And it did not disappoint. I don't know if that was the exact day, but they were fully stocked, and I had to practice extreme self-control because I immediately wanted to buy every single thing, but I don't need to buy every single thing. So here's what I got. These blankets were such a good price. They had, I showed you all the prices in the video, but they had other blankets that were actually less expensive, but they were thinner. And I know that these with the Sherpa, and I'll give you a close-up of everything, but with the Sherpa, that's just a better situation for our family. They're a little bit thicker and more durable. So I went with the cute Christmas house scene, and then the trees. I like the trees because that can transition into winter, and I can kind of keep this out throughout the whole winter season and not feel like I have to put it away when Christmas is over. So I love these blankets. Moving on. These mats are amazing. So they're advertised in the kitchen. If you look at the pictures on it, they're supposed to go in the kitchen. I'm actually going to use it for Rory's bathroom because I'll share with you later on the rugs that I got for our kitchen this year. There's 2 sides to this one. I don't know which side I'm gonna do because they are both absolutely adorable. I got one to go in front of her bathroom sink and then one to go in front of her bathtub. These are so nice because they're soft, but you can wipe them down as well and clean them off. Which side would you guys do? The pink gingerbread or the adorable trees and bows? Let me know in the comments section. Speaking of Rory's room, I could not turn down these pink candy cane pillows. They're so soft and cozy and just absolutely adorable, and they're big. I mean, for perspective, they take up a good portion of my top half. They are probably gonna go in her bedroom on her bench, but I'm thinking they also might be really cute in the playroom, so stay tuned when we decorate for this, but love these pillows. Quick little spoiler alert, our pantry, I'm gonna go all out with a gingerbread theme this year. And I could not turn this down. So this is huge. This is a really big cookie jar. And as you saw, they have so many different options. I think instead of cookies, I'm actually gonna put my K-cups for my coffee in here. And I think this will just be such a fun and adorable little addition to our pantry counter. So stay tuned for that video. That's, I think, gonna be my very first Decorate With Me video because I wanna do it this week. and technically Halloween is on Friday, and so I don't want to decorate the rest of our house until after Halloween. I want to respect and be in that moment with my children. But the pantry, that's fair game. So I think I'm gonna start with the pantry as my first video, but love this cookie jar. Speaking of gingerbread, these I think might be my favorite item from Aldi. Last items from Aldi. I'm considering going back for the matching mugs. They did not have them when I went to the store, but if you look online, they also have gingerbread themed coffee mugs or hot cocoa mugs. Always coffee for me, but they look really, really cute. So I might go back for those, but these are the sugar pot with spoon. And so actually, let me take it out and show you guys. Okay, we're back. How cute is this? So what I'm thinking, instead of sugar, because I don't put sugar in my coffee, I'm gonna use this, I think, for sprinkles for our hot cocoa bar. Let me give you a close-up with a little spoon hole right there. Again, they had lots of different designs that are super, super adorable, but I got 2 of these. This is where I had to use a lot of self-restraint. I wanted to get like 4 or 5 of them, but I don't need that many. I also have some fun little jars that I typically put our hot cocoa toppings in for our hot cocoa bar, but these were just something I could not pass up. There's a lot of possibilities. You could put, if you want to put them next to your stove for cooking, you could put salt and pepper in them. I mean, there's so many things you could use these for, but I think these were such a good deal and they're so cute. All right, up next, let's do Walmart. Walmart is this garland by My Texas House. This is a 6-foot ornament garland. They had this last year. It was a huge viral find and I actually could not get it last year. Every time I ordered it, I got so excited. I put it in my cart and let me submit the order and then ended up getting canceled because they didn't have it. So I was ready this year if they brought it back. So something to keep in mind. First of all, it's absolutely beautiful. It's this distressed gold and brass, and it has like just this rope. It feels like it's very high quality when you see it. Keep in mind, it is extremely light. So it's not actual like glass, heavier ornaments. For me, having 3 kids and 2 dogs, this is exactly what I need. And I think it looks very high end. However, it has the safekeepings of having a busy household, and if it falls and hits the ground, I don't think this is gonna break. So for me, I love it, but if you're looking for something a little bit more high end, this probably isn't it because it is very light, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. I ended up getting 3 of them for this year. Let's talk ornaments for a minute because technically these adorable red velvet bows are an ornament. However, I don't plan on using them as an ornament. I'm picturing Rory's bed, maybe putting them on either end of her bed. She has a framed bed for anybody new. I'm also thinking on her bathroom mirrors. Obviously, red bows are still on trend this year. I don't really care about trends. I just love a red bow. I have always thought that they're just so beautiful. And if you have just this spot in your home and you're done decorating, you're like, okay, this spot just needs one more thing, put a red bow there and it's done. So I was excited. I got 4 of these. I'm gonna use them somehow in Rory's room. I also think they'd be so cute as ornaments. I'm not opposed to just hanging them up on the tree as ornaments. So the sky is the limit. Let me go grab my other ornament. This is another Walmart ornament that I don't plan on actually using as an ornament. I was so impressed by these. I love the matte gold when it's on a bell, and then I also just love the velvet ribbon, the greenery. I mean, this truly has everything that I like to decorate with. If you haven't already figured this out, I am a very traditional decorator. Give me the red, the green, the greenery, the bells, all the things. That's just how I've always been. And so this was perfect for my decor style. What I'm picturing here, and this could change, but right now what I'm planning is maybe in the bathroom having some greenery on the mirrors and just sticking this right in the center so that it's not so big that it's blocking the mirror, but there's a lot of possibilities. And again, you could absolutely use this as an ornament. speaking of traditional, look at these adorable nutcrackers. And these are smaller, so true story, I thought they were probably like twice the size. I'm not very good at looking at measurements, but they're a really good price for even the size that they are. These will be perfect. I'm thinking on a console table or in a tray. I got two because if I'm doing it on the console table, I like the sides to be symmetrical. I'm very type A in case you don't know that about me, but I thought they were so pretty. And I'm not normally a neutral kind of a girl, but for me, the deeper wood tones, that's not really neutral this time of year. It just helps to enhance the richness of the holiday season. When I think neutral, I think white everything, beige everything. So this is still very much for me a part of that traditional Christmas decor style. So very excited about these. Obviously, I am not shying away from wood this year and all of these tones in my decor because I thought these houses were beautiful. I have a lot of the white porcelain houses, I have gingerbread houses, but finding just these unique wood homes, I love it because again, it's a transitional piece like I talked about before with my tree blanket. These you could leave up throughout the winter, especially because they have the snowflake detail. There isn't red or green on them or any sign of Christmas really, but you can make them part of your Christmas decor by just putting in a pretty little candle light in there. You also, any type of craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all those places, they sell miniature green wreaths that you can sometimes glue on there. I'll do that with museum glue so I can take it on and off if I want to. And what I might do for these is add that little wreath for Christmas time and then take it off and just leave these up throughout the winter. But I thought these were absolutely beautiful. Moving on to our next store, which is Kirkland's. I believe everything was 30% off on that trip. I'd have to go back and look at the footage when I was there. So I only picked up one piece and I just could not wait till things went on sale more. If you want to hold tight, Kirkland's typically will do 40% off, 50% off closer to Thanksgiving. So if you're not an early decorator like me, you could absolutely hold out. What I like to do in those situations is I'll start a shopping cart online and just save that shopping cart. So when everything goes on sale, hit that purchase button and you're good to go. And then you don't forget the things that you had really liked. So oh my gosh, this nutcracker, this was the great dilemma for me in the store. I could not decide if I wanted the one that was more traditional red, black, and gold in the uniform or the green one. And I ended up going with the green one because I just thought it was more unique. And I absolutely love this. I love the shape of this. I love the frame. I was so excited to find this. I hadn't seen this online when I was looking and it just popped up in store and oh, I couldn't not buy it. It was 30% off, which was really nice. I am picturing putting this in my kitchen behind our stove. I already have a hook there because we have a pretty fall print there right now. So that's what I'm imagining right now, but stay tuned. I only have an itty bitty HomeGoods haul for you guys, and sadly I have to return it because they don't work. Talk about self-restraint when I went into HomeGoods because they've had all the Christmas stuff out for I think probably 2 months at this point. But I had seen somebody that got the Martha Stewart nutcracker candles and I was immediately thinking Rory's bedroom. She would love these on her bedside table. I'd get some cute little candle holders. Came home, one of them doesn't work. I have my receipt, I will return them. This was the last one at my HomeGoods, so I might try another location, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be this year. I am not opposed to bringing batteries here on out and trying things out in the store because what a bummer to come home. I kept trying to figure out how to make it work, but it's broken. But I was really excited about these. If you are in HomeGoods, check these out. I think they are so cute. Okay, time for Target. These mugs, you guys. These mugs. These are from Hearth and Hand. I do appreciate that the Hearth and Hand mugs are typically pretty affordable. I couldn't pick between the white one and the green one. These will absolutely be used throughout the winter because it's just that beautiful, simple Christmas tree decor. They have a scalloped edge. I am a sucker for a scalloped edge. I love it so much. I think it is just so whimsy, but also elegant and beautiful and just adds a little extra special touch. And it's not so scalloped that when you go to drink, it feels awkward. You know how sometimes there's some crazy edges to cups. This one actually is just perfect. So we got 2 green ones and 2 white ones, and I could not be happier. speaking of Hearth and Hand, I got one of their flour sack towels this year. Their flour sack towels are perfect for me. I lay them out on the kitchen counter, and when I'm washing, like hand washing dishes, I'll lay them on those towels to dry, and these are massive. I can try to give you perspective. It's covering me whole. What I loved about this one was the tree detail. I think just a simple green Christmas tree is one of my favorite decor pieces for the holiday season. I'm always instantly drawn to it. That's why in Kirkland's, when they had that whole dining set of green Christmas trees, I'm watching the sales. I might need to purchase that because it is just my perfect decor style. I love it. There's just like a calmness and a peace to it. And you can use it throughout the winter, past December 25th. All right, love this flour sack towel. They have a couple this year. They had one where I loved one of the towels, but not the other one in the set because there was blue in it. I'm just not drawn to blue in my Christmas decor. I think it's trending this year. I think it's beautiful for other people if you like it. But again, I'm traditional. I love the red and the green, so I didn't want the blue in my towel. Next item. In my opinion, the prints this year from the Hearth and Hand collection are all stunning. I love them so much. I was really debating between the red plaid, they have another green plaid one, and then a ski themed one. So there are 3 in this set. I will link all of them for you so you guys can see it. But I ended up going with the red because I have a lot of green and I'm trying to add more and more pops of red in my decor. Absolutely love this one. And then I went with the snow themed. I mean, the gold frame is just so beautiful, but your girl loves snow, and so it instantly brought me joy to look at this picture. And if you feel something with a decor piece, it needs to be in your home. So I wanted to feel this decor. I'm gonna absolutely keep this up throughout the winter. It will start out in the holiday season, so I can't wait to find a good spot for that. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put them, but it's gonna be good. Okay, this last item from Target came from the dollar spot, so I can't link it for you, but my Target still has plenty stock. So if you go check that dollar spot, they probably still have them, but it's these copper colored metal houses. So they're advertised as just a DIY gingerbread house. It includes a white paint marker, a glitter tube of glue so your children could decorate them. Here's what I'm thinking. Well, I actually have a couple of ideas. So I ended up getting a couple in each of the sizes. There's 2 sizes, the taller, skinnier one, and then the shorter, kind of like longer one. I'm definitely gonna put a candle inside of each of them, a battery operated candle to make them glow. Since I'm going with the gingerbread theme in our pantry this year, in our coffee bar area, I think I'm gonna make them my own DIY gingerbread houses. So on my Cricut, I could use, there's like a vinyl that's like a white glitter. I could cut out the different gingerbread things and turn them into beautiful gingerbread homes. I'm also debating just leaving them as is because I think they're so beautiful. I've seen these copper colored metal houses throughout different stores, so it must be a trending item this year, but I thought the price, you could not beat these. They were $5 each. And with a candle, I honestly think they might be beautiful just as is. Let me know in the comments. Would you kind of gingerbread them up with some Cricut vinyl and really make it look nice? Or would you just go a nice simple candle and just have that beautiful glow in the pantry? Let me know, guys. Never mind, I just found one more thing that I got from the Target dollar spot, and these are only $1. Every season, they come out with these compressed sponges, and when you put them under the water, they puff up into a normal sponge. My kids love doing it for me, and I am here for it. I think they are the cutest things ever. And if I have to do the dishes or clean, why not make it fun? So they had the cutest ones for the holiday season, the gingerbread house, a snowflake, which I think I might save this one for January. I got all 4 of them, by the way. Tidy and bright. And then my personal favorite, slay those dishes. I'm actually looking forward to doing the dishes now. Okay, we've moved on to Hobby Lobby, and it will be a quick one because I only have 2 items to share with you. I can get lost in a Hobby Lobby for days. I could live there. I could look at all the things. I get a little overwhelmed when I go into Hobby Lobby, so I have to go in with a mission or else it is just too much. So my mission when I went this past week was my ribbon that I like to get, and then some new picks for our tree. So I got several containers of this one. This is the ribbon that I absolutely love. It's the red velvet ribbon, number 87. If you want those floppy red velvet bows, there's no wire in them. So that is the key, to not get ribbon with wire. If you wanted to just have that like seamless, effortless, even though you took the time to make that bow yourself, but just that effortless look. I love ribbon number 87. And then for my picks, these are new for me this year. I got several of these as well. I want more pops of red in my tree. I'm thinking for the new tree that I want to put in our dining room this year, our bedroom tree. So I think I got for each tree 6. So I think I got a total of 12 of these, but it's just their red velvet ball picks that you can kind of really spread out. You could also mix these up in your garland. I just think there's a lot of possibilities, and everything is 50% off right now at Hobby Lobby. So head on over there. Okay, the last haul, but certainly not the least important, is my Amazon haul. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is the pillow covers that I purchased new this year. I love pillow covers. 3 kids, 2 dogs, things get messy. We have a lot of allergies in our home, so I like to be able to wash things. And so if you have been following my fall pillow covers that I have that are in that beautiful, just like auburn color, this is the exact same pillow cover, but I got them in their green. And I love it because it's more of an olive, deepy, like forest green. Deepy, is that a word? I think I made that up. But a deep green, forest green color instead of kind of that bright in your face green. So I thought this was a perfect pillow to have, I think probably in the back on the couch, and then in front of it, I want to do that pop of red. This is a good quality pillow cover. None of the reviews mentioned this, but it is really thick, almost like corduroy, but it has a herringbone pattern on it. This is a beautiful pillow cover. I was like really pleasantly surprised when I ordered this one because I was hesitant. It is a bright red. I tend to go for more deeper reds in my decor, almost like a burgundy, but I was really surprised and excited about this one. All right, next items. All right, I showed you the Hobby Lobby ribbon that I like to get every single year, but there's another ribbon that I highly recommend on Amazon. It doesn't have the wire. It'll give you that seamless ribbon look, but it has a frayed edge to it, but it's a controlled frayed edge. I never find that it's like coming off throughout the season, but this is just a really beautiful one. Affordable price. You get multiple in a pack, and so love this one too. It's that rich, deep red color, so I will link this one. Speaking of ribbons, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't want to sit and tie them myself, so I got a pack of pre-made ribbons this year. These are smaller ones. What I like about the smaller ones is these are perfect if you want to add them to a candlestick or a Christmas tree. There's just a lot of possibilities. These aren't going to be those big statement ones that you put on like the end of a garland, but these are perfect for just those little spots that you need them. They already have the tie attached for just convenient attaching. Love these. You get like a ton in a pack, and there's a bunch of different colors. So if you go more neutral, they have the creams and the beige and like the deep brown colors. So lots of possibilities is this one. With this one. Words are hard, I need coffee. Next item is this beautiful bow and bell decor piece. I actually really like the color of this bow. I thought when I ordered it that I would switch it out for a red bow, but I think it's really pretty. What's really unique about this is it's 4 different types of bells, and so it just gives it just that edge that a lot of the typical bell attachment decor pieces don't have. So I love the variety in this one. Couple of spots that I'm thinking for this one. This could be, again, a good one in the bathroom if you want to hang it over the mirror. This would be a good statement piece to go at the end of a garland, on a stair banister, or on like a mantle. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with this. You could even hang these. This is another thing I was thinking. If you are somebody who likes to do wreaths on your kitchen cabinets, you could maybe switch it up this year or put this on top of the wreath, but you could hang these from each of your kitchen cabinets. They come in a multi-pack. Love these. There's also, I think, an option where you can get get the same bell if you're somebody who kind of likes to have that uniformity in your decor and you don't want the different bells, but there's a lot of different options when you click on this one, so I really like this one a lot. All right, this next item I ordered on a whim because I want to do a lot more greenery throughout my decor this year. I want to do them on trays underneath. I want to put them in the bathrooms. I want to put them literally everywhere, top to bottom. I want my house to be covered in that Christmas greenery. And I went off of Amazon reviews for this one, and I was so pleasantly surprised by how real this looks that I went ahead and ordered another box. It comes with a ton in a box, but it feels good. It doesn't have a weird smell to it. Sometimes with greenery, it just comes with a weird smell. If you know, you know. This one is just so nice, and it's perfect for me for the length because I don't want a massive one if I'm trying to create trays and centerpieces, and it's perfect, I think, for the bathroom mirrors. I would probably double up and put 2 on each side and then put that bow in between, but so excited for this one. All right, the last item I want to share are my Christmas rugs that I got. Every single year I tell myself I want to buy Christmas rugs, but then I talk myself out of it thinking it's just too much. It is not too much. This rug is beautiful and it's gonna bring me so much joy. I plan on putting it in our kitchen, and then also I got a second one that I'm gonna put outside in our mudroom so when the kids get home every day from school, they see it. And the best part, it's washable. I would never buy a cream rug if it was not going to be washable because they're going to be in very high traffic areas. This does come in red and green if you don't want to do the cream. I thought the cream really emphasized the beautiful just holiday scenery on it the best. You can kind of see it the best on the cream, but there's other options for you. There was also a second rug that I was kind of debating between that comes in red, cream, and green as well that had Christmas trees all over it. So I will link that one for you as well. But thank you so much for joining me. If you're not ready to decorate for Christmas or even think about Christmas or any holiday in the winter season, that's okay. Hopefully this video just gave you that inspiration and just some excitement, or maybe just a cozy moment together. I will link everything that I can in the video description box, or there will be pictures right below the video for you. But leave me a comment if there's something you don't see that you're looking for. If you're new, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and join us for the holiday season. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.